now queen takes d4, knight c6. Yeah, this was played before, so now queen e7, which it's rare but still fine. But I think later on something happened in this position after bishop b4.
It's already a rare line for sure.
Yes, but we still have about 800 games. So 100 games. So here, queen f4 played.
That's new for me.
Yeah, I thought there was queen g3 is the main move in this position.
Queen f4, the open variation, and bishop e6. That made a lot of sense. I liked the suggestion that Var made also of a5. This one is just throwing out there casually that, by the way, you might be losing your a2 pawn. I mean, it is a potential defender of the king. Okay, here we go. Castles on both sides. Opposite sides. Let's attack.
I noticed the engine didn't like knight e5. It was saying that d5 was actually the best defense for black. So you're being attacked on the king side. Let's open up the center.
Classical Nimzovich. Quite the spies. An attack on the flank is best met with a counter in the center, wrote Aaron Nimzovich 70 years ago. G2, G4, well, it's very clear what Duda's having in mind. Attack, attack, attack. Oh, sorry, that went the wrong way. Knight e5, you're saying the engine didn't like it. H4, knight e7, G5. Well, we're getting there fast, aren't we?
Yeah, it looks very easy to play for Duda. You know what you're doing.
Well, exactly. The queen, however, remember what I was saying. What is the queen doing in the way? Duda obviously would like to play queen g3, f4, f5. And let's get going. Knight b6, h5, intimating g5 type of g6, g5 ideas. Knight c4, boy, double-edged. Var, jump in on this one. How does the engine like these double-edged positions?
Yeah, engine doesn't like what Gukesh did because he thinks
won 2 games, this one, and Anish Giri is also trying to convert his endgame against Abdusattorov.
When we left, Anish was a pawn up, and by the way, the clock
We should
times
stay with this one
between
though. I feel like this will finish first.
Okay.
Clock times both under a minute.
Minute. Okay.
Or
I'm feeling like this almost is 100% conversion. I just think that
unless White blunders something.
it really has to be a bad blunder, though, right? King G2. By the way, the king is perfectly in front of the pawn, which means that I'm just going to be playing C3, rook D4, C4, and this bishop is not going to be able to handle the rook and pawn.
Yeah, once the pawn starts pushing,
Yeah.
that's it. No stopping it.
C3,
C3 first.
just to get. I like the king, the rook, pinning the pawn along the fourth rank, and now king to G3. Get that king up the board. King to
King
G3.
G3, this is it.
Rook F4, C4, and C5. Here's a check also.
Like there's a
Oh, I actually like to cut off.
cut it off,
there.
right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't want the king going to the queen side. Rook F4.
Because there could be some setups where Black King abandons the G pawn, right?
Yes.
There's some theoretical positions where
I'm with you. No.
let's not risk it. Yes.
Yeah.
Let's play Rook F4 and
Whoa. No, he took his rook back.
no, he played Rook F4. I see it
did.
on the board. Yes.
Okay, because it looked like the rook went to E4 on a... Okay, now you just
So Gukesh is hoping for King F6 and going to the queen side, but it shouldn't be fast enough, right?
No.
King F6, C5.
C5. I didn't realize he could play it like this. I thought that rook F4 was just...
Just cutting it off.
Yeah, just cutting it off, but no.
Players are very tricky. They always find a way.
For these 2,800 players, my goodness.
So now after King E5, C6,
Okay.
threatening Rook F5, so you have to
And
trap your bishop.
E6, yeah. So we're looking at C5, King E5, only move. C6, Bishop E6.
And then how do we finish?
Thank you,
We would
C7.
want Rook D4, but we can't.
Just
King D6, how do you defend the pawn?
Rook E6.
Oh, yes. Sounds like we're about to lose the pawn,
I
but
know.
we're actually about to win the game.
We're about to win the game. Okay, clock times.
20 seconds for Gukesh, 45.
King E6. So he didn't play King E5 anyway, C6. So as you mentioned, Rook takes F5 is a prominent threat.
Now we don't even have Bishop E6,
No, and you don't have Bishop D3 either.
because Rook D4 can cut it
Yes,
off.
precisely.
Down to 5 seconds, Gukesh, 4. Let's play Bishop G6.
Okay.
Now we just play Rook D4. That should...
By the way, this is a Peshki with a tempo.
No, we don't want the Peshki.
Oh yeah, I like Peshki. No Peshki. And there we have a handshake. Wow,
They have
a
one more game.
very impressive victory.
Giri is about to win.
Gary,